nice way to wake up. Have you been awake long?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
You sound it.
Seems like I was up most of the night.
What is it?
I was thinking.
About Mac, the detective?
I don't like what he's trying to do.
Neither do I, but it doesn't help to dwell on it. I mean, that's not going to do either of us any good.
No. I'm not dwelling on it. But I'm not going to just let him do that. I mean, I'm not going to let him do it to you. I'm not going to let him do it to me.
I don't see that there's anything you can do. I'm going to go in and talk to Brian today and tell him what's happening. Maybe he'll tell us what we should do.
I think you're wrong. I think there is something I can do.
No.
I think I can go see Mac myself.
I don't think that's going to do any good. I don't think he'll even see you.
He might not want to, but at some point he's going to have to see me face to face.
Mitch, I think that would be the wrong thing to do. I think it would make everything worse. He'll just fight harder.
He's fighting pretty hard as it is, using tactics like that. Having a detective following us. Well, I'm going to see him. And I'm going to put a stop to it before it goes any further.
Coffee, anyone?
Oh, what is this? Room service.
Yes, you got it. Room service with a smile.
Oh, how's the lady get so lucky?
Fate, what can I tell you?
Well, why don't you just come right in, Mr. Fate?
Thank you. Good morning.
Oh. We got there.
You're in a good mood this morning. What happened?
Oh, nothing special. You're not so glum yourself either. Now, what's with you?
I think I found a way to help Blaine.
Really? What?
Hold on just a second. I need a shot of coffee before I start this. Okay, that looks like yours, right?
Yep. Okay, what is this something special that you have found to save Blaine?
Little black book.
What?
Ilsa's black book.
You still have that book?
No, I don't have the book anymore. I burned it.
You burned it. Now, how is that going to help Blaine?
Don't worry. I put it all on microfiche. I use the facilities at the complex, and it's all recorded.
Are you planning to let that book out at the trial?
I guess so, if I have to.
Sandy, are you out of your mind?
What do you mean?
You can't do that.
Why not?
You are in it.
That's right.
Well, if that book comes out at the trial as evidence, don't you understand?
It'll prove that Jordan Scott had one, too. It means that everybody in the company had one.
Right. And Mac Corey can find out about it. He can find out about you, your past, what you've done, what you have been, everything.
Well, I'll just have to take that chance.
What did you put in this coffee? I mean, that's just about the dumbest idea that you have ever come up with.
What do you mean, Melissa?
Don't.
Look.
Don't even try to Melissa me.
I've got to try and help Blaine. Don't you understand that her life may be at stake?
Of course, I understand that. And I also understand that yours may be at stake, too. And if Mac Corey finds out about you, your past, you stand a real good chance of losing him, Sandy. Your father. Now that you finally found him.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
I'm sorry I didn't call first for an appointment, but I had to talk to you.
Oh, that's quite all right. I have a little time. Rachel, what's wrong? You look very worried. Has something happened?
I'm sorry the way I look. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, now, come on. You look beautiful as always. But you didn't come here for compliments. What can I do for you?
I just heard something that really has upset me.
What's that?
Mac, he's hired a detective to watch Mitch and me.
I see. Well, does this detective have any information that could be harmful to you?
Yes.
All right, then you're going to have to tell me what it is he knows. It's the only way I'll be able to do anything for you. Rachel, I have to know, so you might as well tell me now. Isn't that why you came to see me?
The detective has apparently seen Mitch coming out of my house several mornings.
Oh, Rachel, I've told you about this time and time again. We even talked it over, and you agreed that it would be dangerous for you to have any overnight guests, especially male guests, until the custody battle is over. You knew that.
I know.
Then why did you do it? How could you do it when you knew where it might lead?
Because I was lonely, Brian. Because I needed to be with Mitch.
Oh, Rachel, that's no excuse, and you know it. You know what the stakes are here. It's not a game, you know.
Am I going to lose Amanda?
Well, all I can tell you is that this is going to make our case just that much more difficult.
Kid, hi. Come on in, Marianne. Got some things I forgot to pack. Oh, I figured. There's always something left over when you move. Look at this. Yeah, I know. Is Rick here? No, he isn't. Did you want to talk to him? No. Well, come on in. Sit down. Make some coffee. Okay. No, thanks. No coffee for me. Well, sit down anyway. Something on your mind? No. What's on my mind? Just going to bring... Kid. I know when there's something on your mind, and something is. Why don't you tell me about it?
Okay, but I want you to understand this is something that I don't want to say. It's something I have to.
We haven't said anything yet.
I know, it's hard.
Well, at the risk of sounding trite, why don't you begin at the,
I know, beginning. Okay, I was on break at the hospital recently, having some coffee, and Cecile came in.
Cecile?
Yeah. She was looking for Jamie. He apparently had a doctor's appointment. She thought he might be there. She was going to see Dr. Delaney.
Well, what for?
Apparently she thought she was pregnant. As it turned out, she wasn't. And she went on about how disappointed Jamie would be, about how badly he wanted to have a child. I really wasn't interested in hearing all this, but strange, she just kept on.
Kept on?
Yeah, she said how important it was for them to have a child, especially now.
Especially now? What does that mean?
That's what I asked her. And she said that with Marianne being pregnant and her decision to marry Rick.
Decision? That's what she said?
Yes, decision. I told her that you were going to get married anyway and that the baby just moved the date up a little bit.
What did she say?
Well, she said that considering... No, wait. She said that as Rick's sister, that I must be very proud of him. And I said, proud of him? And she said, yes, considering.
Considering what?
That's all. She said that she and Jamie had come to terms with it a long time ago.
Come to terms with what?
She just smiled and said that I should ask Rick.
I see. And did you?
Yes, I did.
Well, this really isn't any of your business, or anybody else's, kid, but I can assure you that baby is Rick's.
I believe you.
What in the world is Cecile after? What is she looking for?
I don't know. What are you going to do?
Oh. Well, since Rick already knows, I obviously have to do something.
What?
I don't know. But I'll decide without any help from you or anybody else.
Oh, come on in. Come on, sit down. I'm going to make some coffee.
Oh, no coffee, please. I've had it up to here with coffee. That's all I do, and it gives me the
Okay, I
jitters.
promise. No coffee. I don't need it either.
Oh, Melissa, it's so good to see you.
Oh, thanks. I'm so happy to see you, too. How's everything going? Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, you know.
No. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm really frightened. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Even Brian Bancroft says that things aren't going as well as he'd hoped. Everywhere we turn, we keep running into brick walls and...
Yeah, but you know that Brian and Jerry are going to do everything they can to help you.
I know that. But I don't know if there's anything they can do. Look, I was involved in a lot of real bad stuff before this, and I know it's going to influence the case.
Okay, but you were forced into a lot of that. You were forced into a lot of situations, Blaine, the same way that Sandy and I were. We have all been forced into doing things that we hated to do. We had to do them. Our lives were at stake. And the bottom line is that people will do things that they hate to do, that they normally would never do, if they have to save themselves.
Well, maybe there is something I can do.
I hope it's nothing stupid.
No, I don't think it's stupid at all. I think I'll just disappear. Go away somewhere.
You're gonna run away. Great. Then everybody will be convinced that you're guilty. You can't do that. And besides, they'll find you. They found you when you ran away with Jerry and Sandy. Jordan found you. The cops are going to find you. You have to just hang in, Blaine. Let Jerry and Brian handle everything.
Well, there is another thing that I'm worried about, Melissa.
What's that?
A lot of people have put themselves into danger just to help me. Sandy, Jerry, they've been terrific, but now what is going to happen to them?
Blaine, what is it you feel about Jerry and Sandy?
I don't know. I am so confused about Jerry right now. I mean, I was married to him. Of course I care a lot about him. We've been through a lot together, and things like that, they just don't go away no matter what happens.
And Sandy?
Sandy? I'm very grateful to Sandy. I'm alive today because of him and what he's done for me. I'll never forget him for that. Why? What? Is there something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong.
Come on, Melissa. What is it? What about Sandy?
Well, it's just... I mean, you know that Sandy and I were very close.
Yeah.
Well, since he's come here to Bay City, we've kind of gotten a lot closer. Very much closer.
Are you in love with him?
Am I in love with him? Well, I guess that I've always been in love with Sandy. I don't know that there's any future in it for us. I really don't. I just know that this relationship has always been very special to me. Very dear to me. I don't really know that there's any chance for me and Sandy. It just may be too late. There's so much that's happened. For both of us.
It'll be adorable.
See, Sally, I told you.
I think Clarice is just being nice, aren't you, Clarice?
No, really. I've lived in all kinds of places and lots of apartments, and there's always some way to make them cute and cozy. Sally, you'd be amazed at what some paint and some plants and some things could do to an apartment.
You really think so?
Yes, I really do. You know what? I think I've got some stuff around the house that we could use to fix some of this stuff up.
You know what? Grandpa has some stuff up in the attic we could probably use.
You know, I bet that we could get this place in shape in no time. We could even make it a show place.
Yeah.
I think it's okay the way it is.
Well, it's fine, except that we could make it better, you know?
You think?
We know.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you stay here, and Sally and I will go to the house, and we'll see what we can find to fix stuff up, and what you can do is you can unpack, and then we'll be right back. What do you think?
Well, it's really not necessary.
Oh, Lee, just you wait. It is going to be so wonderful.
Listen, don't worry about anything. Really, you'll love it. It'll be wonderful.
Yep. It's going to be wonderful.
What do you see?
Well, it's two pictures of a dead Jordan Scott.
Right. Look closer. Here.
Where, here?
There's something in this picture that isn't in that one. They're not the same.
Yeah, but what is it?
I don't know what it is, but if we can get it blown up, we could find out.
Do you think there might be a connection between this and the time lapse in Jordan's death?
I'm not sure, but I think we may be onto something.
We may have something, Brian.
Something? About what?
Blaine's case.
Oh?
Yeah, Rick was just here.
Yes, I passed it as he was coming in. He looked very excited about something.
Well, he was, and I am too.
Well, are you going to tell me what this is about?
Rick has had a lot of questions about the time lapse between when Jordan was shot and the time of his death.
Yes, I know.
Well, he asked Larry to get the official police file on the case, and he's been going over it. That's what he brought in here. He wanted me to take a look at 2 photographs of the dead body.
Well, what about them?
Brian, there were 2 photographs of the dead body in exactly the same location and position. But there was something in one of them that wasn't in the other.
Which was what?
Well, we don't know.
You don't know?
No, but Rick wants to get it blown up so we can see the details. Now, he is sure that it's something that we'll be able to use.
Jerry, we have a case of self-defense to build for Blaine. We are short of time. And we are going to be hard-pressed enough to prepare ourselves in this case without you going off on wild tangents that may lead to nothing.
Brian, I don't think it is a wild tangent.
You don't think an indistinct something in a photograph, something that you can't identify, isn't a wild tangent?
No, not necessarily. This might be something that we can use. Brian, it could be.
Jerry, I warn you right now. I can't use a part-time law partner. I need you full-time, and I need you now. Now, either you start directing your activities toward Blaine's case as I want to defend her, or I'm going to have to remove you from this case.
Dr. Holloway, I presume?
Oh, sorry, Russ. I didn't hear you come in. Just so involved in this.
Yeah, I can see that. What is that? Is that a case study?
As a matter of fact, it is, but not one of ours.
Oh?
It's the police file on Jordan Scott's murder.
Well, what are you doing with that? I mean, we've already discussed this. That's a case of self-defense, isn't it?
Well, I know what Blaine's pleading, but there's
But
extenuating...
what? I mean, what, are you still concerned about the time lapse between the time of the shooting and the time of death?
Yeah, I think I may have stumbled onto something.
Like what?
Well, take a look at these photographs. The body is in the same position, except in this one, there's something there that's not in that one.
Where?
Right here.
I can't tell what that is, can you?
No, I can't. I'm going to get it blown up so I can see exactly what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't exactly what you wanted to talk about, is it?
Well, no, actually, it isn't. But if you think you're onto something there, well,
Yeah.
you go right ahead. Good luck. I hope it works out.
Liz said I'd find you in here.
Why, Marianne, how nice to see you. Something I can help you with?
Yes. You could start by explaining to me in very simple terms why you insinuated to Kit that I am pregnant with Jamie's child. Aren't you? You know I'm not.
No, I don't know anything of the kind. I know how much Jamie wants a child, and how much he's been on me lately to drop my career and have a baby.
And that really makes you think that Rick is not the father of my child. Oh, come on, Cecile. You can do better than that.
Oh, I wasn't finished. You see, Jamie's only been on this kick ever since you became pregnant and married Rick.
Look, I'm not really sure whether or not Jamie wants to have a baby, but that's between the two of you. What's between you and me is the fact that for some reason, which I cannot even begin to figure out, you are trying to make people think that my child, Rick's child, was fathered by Jamie when we never...
You never what? You never slept together? Oh, come on, Marianne. I'm not that naive. I know that you have been after Jamie ever since you got back to Bay City. And I wouldn't put it past you to have seduced him into bed just to get yourself pregnant. Because that's the only way he would ever have considered marrying you. But like I told you, too little, too late.
We never slept together.
And then, when you discovered that your little scheme had worked, and you were, in fact, pregnant, it was too late, wasn't it? Jamie and I were already married. Oh, and what was poor little Marianne to do?
There's no point in talking to you.
I'm not finished.
Get your hand off me.
I know for a fact that Jamie slept with you the night before your wedding. Your wedding of convenience to Rick Calloway. And I know that it couldn't have been the first time either.
Take your hand off me.
I'm warning you, Marianne. I've forgiven Jamie for what he did. And we're going on with our lives. But do you really think that Rick will forgive you?
What's that? It's a piece of sculpture. I can see that. Who is it?
Mitch.
Oh. Do you like it?
Huh?
Well, maybe it's very good.
Thanks.
Listen, you didn't get me down here to be an art critic. What was so important that I had to come right away?
I'm sorry to get you out of the salon to get down here, but I wanted to talk to you privately, and I thought this would be the best place.
Okay. What's the problem?
Mac. He apparently has hired a detective to watch Mitch and me.
What for?
Well, because he's got to get something to use against me in the custody suit. He has to prove I'm an unfit mother, so he needs to find out if he can use anything to do that.
Well, did he find out anything?
Well, yeah, I think so.
What do you mean you think so? You either know so or you don't know so.
He did, okay?
Okay. Great. What?
Well, he found out, the detective saw, Mitch leave the house, one morning.
One morning?
Several mornings.
Several mornings? Go on.
And then he has some photographs he took of Mitch and me kissing in front of the window.
Kissing in front of the window? Rachel, that is so dumb!
I know it's dumb. I'm sorry. I thought I was being careful.
Oh, well, that's very careful. Kissing in front of the window.
Okay, there's nothing I can do about that now, but I need your help.
Well, what do you suppose I can do about it?
Well, talk to me. I'm frightened.
Honey, I can listen, but I don't know how I'm going to solve your problem.
Okay, there's no way you can, but
Well, so?
I don't understand, Mac. I don't see how he could ever do something this tacky, to have some private detective following us around like we're criminals.
Look, honey, you're not criminals, but you've got to remember that Mac loves Amanda as much as you do.
Oh, yeah? Does he really? Does he really love her? Would he resort to this kind of tactic if he really loved her? Or does he just think of her as something that he owns?
Rachel, you would do anything to keep her. And so would he. Now, that's a reality you're going to have to face.
Sandy, I'm so glad you could come by.
I figured you could use some company.
Well, you know how right you are. I don't know what's going on, but I just sort of feel out of it. I'm kind of lonely. You know I hate to be alone.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. I mean, you've been going through a lot lately. With the trial and coming back to Bay City. It's rough. I know.
It's not just the trial I'm worried about, Sandy. There's more to it. And I am really worried.
About what?
about what might come out during the trial.
What are you talking about, Blaine?
Sandy, there's a lot about my past that nobody knows about. And when it comes out, and it will come out, a lot of people are going to get hurt.
Oh, wait a second, Blaine. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
It's hard to talk about it. I don't know.
Come on. Try me, okay?
I really do. I need to talk to somebody, but it has to be somebody that wasn't involved.
Hey, I'm here. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. You know I was married to Jerry.
Yeah.
It was when he was a cop. That's why I married him.
Hold a second. Are you telling me that you married Jerry because he was a cop?
That's right. Because he was a cop.
Well, why?
Because I was selling information to the company about... I know this sounds so melodramatic, but about the drug trade.
Okay, look, I'm not here to laugh, so just tell me about it, all right?
And my brother got shot because of me.
How'd that happen?
There was this woman, her name was Hazel. She was doing the same thing that I was doing. She was selling information to the company about drug deals and stuff. She wanted to get even with me. She felt like I'd infringed upon her territory or something, so she took her revenge out on me by shooting Larry.
Well, how badly was he hurt?
Sandy, he almost died.
Who knows about this, Blaine?
I've kept it from Larry and from Jerry for a long time now. But it's going to come out. And it's going to hurt them all over again. So you see, it's not just me I'm worried about.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, it's Larry and Jerry, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is going to do to them.
Oh, I see the problem.
Well, what am I going to do?
I don't know, but I may have a plan. It's going to hurt somebody that I've come to care a great deal about. You all right?
Yeah.
Sit down now. What just went on here?
Well, it's just that,
All right, now calm down now. And you can tell me, all right? You were there when I needed you, right? What is it?
Well, it's just that,
Is it about your mother?
No, it's
All
not.
right, if it's not about your mother, what is it?
Well, it's just that, oh, Jamie.
All right, calm down. Can I get you something?
No, I'm all right. Kid ran into Cecile the other day at the hospital.
At the hospital?
Yeah. And I don't remember exactly what was said. But she said, oh...
Okay, all right. Just take it easy. Calm down. Relax, okay?
I'm really sorry,
It's gonna be
Jamie.
all right. Don't be sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, you know.
No, I want to tell you.
All right.
I got to tell you.
I'm listening.
Okay, Kit, Cecile intimated that, the baby I'm carrying, my baby, isn't Rick's baby, that it...
Who?
Who does she think is the father?
Me.
Yes.
But it isn't true.
I know it. And you know it. But Kit told Rick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I mean, even though he hasn't said anything to me...
Listen. Marianne, look at me. I don't want you to worry about it. Believe me. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. I'll take care of it.
Can you?
Count on it.
Blaine, what I'm going to tell you is a secret. And it's got to be kept a secret. I mean, you can't tell anybody, you understand?
I hate the secret.
But promise I won't tell anybody. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Blaine, Mac Corey is my father. I only found out this year.
How?
Well, my mother left me a letter, actually, which I was to open after her death.
Oh.
When she died, I opened the letter. She'd written that my real father was Mac Corey.
That's why you came to Bay City, then, isn't it? You came here to find him.
Yeah, well, that was my original intention. But see, when I got here and saw all the problems that he was going through, what he had to deal with, I know I felt like I couldn't lay that on him, too. It just seemed like it'd be too much, you know?
So he doesn't know yet.
Oh, wrong. Wrong. He just found out.
What was his reaction? How did he take it?
He was really great.
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, he took me into his house. He offered me protection from Ilsa's mob in Vegas. It was,
Oh, there's something I don't understand, though. If Mac knows about it, why is it a secret? It can't be a secret.
Oh, yes, it is.
Why?
It's got to stay that way. Because of Jamie.
Oh.
See, he's been having kind of a rough time of it lately, and I don't think, and Mac doesn't think, he could really deal with it right now. I mean, he's going through this thing with Mac and Rachel's separation, and he really doesn't need this on top of everything else, you know?
Don't worry about it. I won't tell anybody.
Yeah, I know you won't.
Sandy, you don't think this is going to come out in a trial, do you? I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with the case.
No, it doesn't really. But my background does, and that will come out in the trial. See, Blaine, I think I've got something that could help you, but, well, I really don't want to have to use it. See, I told you about having Ilsa's black book. It's got the names and places and all that kind of stuff. Well, that book proves that Jordan Scott had one, too, that everybody in the company keeps one. But if I use it, that means that Mac is going to find out about my involvement with the company, and that's really going to hurt him. I mean, it's going to hurt him a lot.
He doesn't know anything about your connection with Ilsa?
Well, I didn't tell him all of it, not the whole story.
The whole story? What whole story?
Blaine, I was more than just an escort. I was a gigolo. I was paid to make women happy.
I didn't know that, Sandy.
Nobody does, except for Melissa.
Well, what are you going to do about that?
I don't know. I mean, when Mr. Corey finds out how his son managed to pay for his upkeep all these years, it's going to change the way he feels about me. Isn't it?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Rachel, this is Jerry Grove.
Oh, hi, Jerry. How are you?
Well, not too bad. Listen, is Mitch there? I'd like to talk to him.
No, I'm afraid he isn't. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, I don't know. I need to get a couple of photographs enlarged right away, and I was hoping that Mitch could give me a hand with it.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. I'm sure there'd be no problem with that.
That's great.
Sounds important.
Yeah, I think it is.
Jamie, what are you doing home? I thought you had to stay at the office.
I looked for you after I witnessed that little scene, and Liz told me that you had gone home.
Yes, of course I came home after what she did to me.
What she did to you? I think it's the other way around.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I know about your talk with Marianne. I know about your talk with Kit, in which you accused me of being the father of Marianne's baby.
Hi.
Hey.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know, Sally.
You don't know, Lee. It's beautiful. Look at it.
I think it looks like an antique store.
It's romantic.
They'll probably open up and sell this junk out of here.
It's very romantic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's the kind of place that I'm gonna like spending a lot of time in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beginning to look better already.
You see, I knew you'd like it once we fixed it up.
Oh, it has a way of growing on you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good idea from the start.
I've got a better idea. Isn't this better? I'm gonna spend the night with you tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I don't think that you should spend your very first night alone in your very first apartment.
What gall you've got to walk in here after I expressly told Liz I did not want to see or speak to you.
Don't blame her. She tried to stop me, but you and I have some things to discuss.
We have nothing to discuss whatsoever.
Yes, I think we do.
Well, you're wrong. There is absolutely nothing, I repeat, nothing that you and I have to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Blake, you're beginning to try my patience. Now, kindly get out. I have work to do.
Mr. Corey, like I said, I have some things to talk to you about. I have some questions to ask, and I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Well, are you the father of Marianne's baby?
You know I'm not.
Oh, really, do I?
Yes.
It seems very possible to me that you two could have...
What? Made love? Slept together? When was that, Cecile? Was that before we were married or after? When? Tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
I'll tell you this. I have never made love to Marianne. I've never even cheated. Ever since we've been married. Before or after.
Oh.
That's right. And Rick is the father of that child. Do I make myself understood?
Oh, I understand what you're saying, but I don't suppose there's anything else you could say.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just what I said. That Marianne is married to Rick now, and even if that baby is yours she's carrying, well, you'd have to deny it, right?
Cecile, I just told you.
I heard what you told me, Jamie. I don't think I believe
What
it.
did you say?
How do I know that you didn't sleep with her the night before her wedding? And how would I ever know if that was the first time? This could have been going on for a long time.
I just told you we never made love.
And you never wanted to.
Cecile.
Tell me. Tell me, Jamie. Tell me. Come on. Tell me. I'm waiting for an answer. Tell me that you never wanted to make love with her. You tell me. Tell me that you're not in love with her right now.
Ah!
Well, there's my answer.
I'd like to know why you have a detective following Rachel and me.
I hire the best attorney I can get. I follow his advice.
Mr. Corey, come now, please. Don't blame your lawyer. You did it. What I can't understand is why you would choose such a tactic like that when you know it's wrong to intrude on us. It's got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me. It's my marriage you wrecked. How dare you come in here and prattle to me about right and wrong when you're openly living with a woman who is still my wife?
Your wife in name only, Mr. Corey. It's over. Why can't you accept that?
I have.
Well, good, because it is over and done with.
But, and I would think this would be a very large consideration with you two, the custody hearing is not over.
Yes, I know that.
Oh, do you really? Well, then I'm terribly surprised that you two would make such a big mistake.
Oh.
You couldn't wait to get in bed with each other. That's going to cost Rachel her child.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.